create an event for your group, follow the link that was sent to you with your sign-on details. Type in your username and password, and if it is your device, then you can tick the Remember Me box. Once we have logged in, we are presented with a dashboard which has a sidebar for different actions. The actions we see will depend upon the permissions added to our user ID. In our list of actions, there will be an action for U3A events. And if we hover over the U3A events, a sub-menu appears. The sub-menu allows us to see a list of all events, add an event, or work with event categories. We can click on the new event to create a new blank event straight away. However, it may be easier to duplicate an existing group event rather than starting from scratch. To duplicate an event, we click on all events. This displays the existing events for us to work with. The list includes future events for Chepstow U3A, as well as group-specific events that we want to create. We can also see a number of test events that we were using during the web development. We can reduce the list of events being displayed by clicking on the event categories. In this case, we will click on the dash, which is used for all group events, and then clicking on the filter button. Alternatively, we can select a group by clicking on all groups and selecting a group to filter by. We will see this later. By hovering over the first group event with the mouse pointer, we can see a list of actions we can take for this group event. Clicking on Duplicate This will, as it says on the tin, create a duplicate of this event as a draft event. Unfortunately, duplicating the event resets the filter, so all of the events are shown again. Selecting the group category and filter will show us the group events. As you can see, our duplicated event is shown with the same title as the copied event, but with a status of draft. When we click on the title of the duplicated event, an edit page will be displayed. The title and content can be changed at the top part of the event, while the yellow block shows us where the event information will be placed. This will be populated by the event information shown at the bottom of the page. Rather than editing this group event, we will start with a blank page by creating a new event to show the full process. As we don't want the duplicate group event, we'll get rid of it. Hover over the duplicate and there will be a bin action. When we click on the bin, the event is deleted. The message at the top confirms that the event has been moved to the bin and allows us to undo the action if it was deleted by mistake. We have two ways to start the new group event: the submenu option on the sidebar and the button at the top. Clicking on either of these will display the blank event ready to fill in. Firstly, we enter a title. This will be used when saving the event. It can be changed if we change our mind later. For this example, we will add a group event for the Mahjong Christmas break. We will come back to the content after we've added the event information. The information that's required has a red asterisk beside it. The other information is optional. We start by choosing the event category. Group events have a dash. Click on the event category to show a list and select the dash by clicking on that item. When we click on the event date, a date picker is displayed to help us choose the date. On the right hand side there's a chevron or greater than sign that will move to the next month, and on the left we'll move back to the previous month. As this event is in December, we'll move through the months until December is shown. We then click on the 14th to select the date. Not all events have a starting time, and in that case we would leave the starting time blank. But in our case, our event starts at 3 p.m. Clicking in the start time displays a time selection box. We click in the hour box to get a list of hours displayed and then choose 15. The same would occur for the minutes, but in this case we will leave it at 0. Once we're happy with the time, we click on Done to return to the event page. Not all events will have an end time, so we can leave this blank, but for this event we will enter 4 p.m. The duration will only be used for those events that last longer than a day, so we will bypass this and leave it blank. Although the group is not required for all events, it will be chosen for a group event. When we click on the group box, a list of all of the existing groups is displayed. To avoid scrolling down the list, we can enter part of the group name. Normally this would be the start, but it's up to us. Typing in M will filter the list to groups containing the letter M. Once we type the next letter, the list has been filtered to the 3 groups containing MA. We can now click on the Mahjong to fill in the rest of the group. If the group event has a venue, we can enter this or leave it blank if there is no venue. As for the group, we click on the venue to get a list of existing venues. If we type CR, this filters the list and we can select Cromwell Road Club. When the event requires an organiser or contact, then they can be chosen here. If we click on the organiser box, a list of contacts will be shown. Again, this list is quite long, so by typing Tony, the list is filtered to 2, and we can choose Tony Wilson. Where there is a cost for an event, then this can be keyed in here. We can key in just an amount, or text saying so much per person. For this event there is no cost, as members will contribute food or drink to the event. The final item is a booking required box. For restricted attendance, this box should be clicked on. As this is not relevant to this event, we'll skip it. Now the information has been completed, we can enter the content for the group event. We can always change the information or content if we change our minds, or if we don't have all the information to hand, or when others suggest additional text. Depending upon the aim of the event, this content might be used to invite people to come to the event or as information about the event. It is worth keeping in mind this aim and the target audience to help guide us for the content. The content for our event is very simple, with just a short paragraph of information. However, group events can be varied and include single photographs or galleries, and even videos and recordings. However, these are a subject for a different time. Once we are happy with the content and the information, we click on the Publish button at the top. There is then a confirmation point, and we will click on the Publish button for a second time. On the bottom left, a message will appear telling us that the event has been published and allowing us to view the published event. We can click on the View Event to check how it looks. As we can see, our event information is displayed at the top of the page. Below this is the content that we entered. But how does it look in the group pages? To check this, we click on the Groups menu at the top and select the Groups Quick menu. We scroll down the list of groups to find the Mahjong group, and then click on the group title. This displays the Mahjong group post. If we scroll down the Mahjong group, we can see the forthcoming events, which shows us some of the group event details that we set up. If we click on the title for our group event, it will display the full group event page, which could include additional information with photographs. Closing this View tab in the browser will return us to the group event. Now we go back to the event list. This shows all group events. To see our event, we'll filter by the Mahjong group. There she blows. If we wanted to make changes, we simply hover over the action and click Edit. As we don't want to change it at the moment, we have finished with our group event.